Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Pigpen, the one and only. And well, if you guys haven't been paying attention or you live under a rock, uh, you should know by now that 7.0 will be dropping real soon. It's been submitted to Google and Apple. Is that right, guys? It has been submitted. All right. So 7.0 will be here sooner than we think, and we usually do. Jeff and I do a little turf guide each week. There's no turf this week, so we're just gonna hang out, do a little BSing. Maybe I'll jump on. Actually, I have to jump on my account. I got to start putting some paints and wheels on cars. Open up some tokens, some crates, all that good stuff. So with me tonight is none other than Jeff Fiesel, aka Surreal. Jeff, how you doing this evening?
I'm good, Joe. Thanks for having me, buddy.
Oh, you're welcome. And with me as well is none other than the foul mouth king, Frank the Tank. What's up, Frank?
What's up, motherfuckers? How's everybody doing?
Hey, bro, you can't be doing that here. You can't be doing that here, man.
My bad. Better your channel than mine.
Yeah, guys. So, like, obviously, a lot of people already know this 7.0 will be out very soon. Do you guys know, like, how soon? If you had to guess, is it going to be tomorrow? Is it going to be Friday?
Well, it won't be tomorrow. There was a little holdback.
Oh.
So they took a holiday today.
Uh-huh.
Well deserved.
Sure. I wasn't quite sure if the holiday would play into the release or not. So apparently it is.
Well, it hasn't, and they've been working like around the clock.
Uh-huh.
And so it's a well deserved for them for sure.
Nice.
Yeah. But maybe later in the week, I'm guessing.
Later on in the week, good.
I'm guessing next Tuesday it's going to drop.
Good. Because I'm seriously going nuts here. I've been slacking so hard. I've tuned most of my cars to where I want. There's a few that I won over turf that I didn't actually crush. I crushed almost everything because I was just like, I don't give a crap about this. Crush them. But there's a few that I kept. And I got to go over the tunes. And I don't know what else. Oh, yeah. I gotta claim. I've been waiting. I gotta claim my turf war prizes right here. Claim them. Oh, what am I doing? I'm not even. You guys are looking at me and not the screen. Hold on.
Yeah, Joe actually turfed with us.
I did. I turfed with.
I didn't realize how much of a beast you were. I thought you were just good at streaming. I seen you on there, and I'm like, holy fuck, look at this guy. You were not, man. If you wanted to keep going, I don't think anybody would talk.
I tell you what, man. Within like it was like 2.5, 3 hours. I was up to like 212,000, I think. I don't remember what it was, but the problem is I went away for the weekend. Hold on, let me show everybody this. Let me see what am I doing here? I have to take off that.
Chad was with us too. Chad was killing it.
Yeah.
Yeah, all the guys did pretty good. It was pretty good last turf. We all had pretty fun, a lot of fun, I thought. We probably could have pushed the top 5, but Memorial Day weekend, everybody was hanging out, having beers and shit. So,
Yeah, that was my problem, man. I went away for the weekend, went to visit some friends, and so I had to do all my turfing on Thursday night. I think it was Thursday night. I think I might have done it just a little bit on Friday. Then I jumped on Sunday again, got some points, but by then it was pretty dead. Sunday night was dead. I think everybody was just like, you know what, we're at where we're at. We're not going to push any harder. Not to art, but just in general, all the teams. I think they were just like, everybody was happy with where they were. Long weekend, 7.0 coming up. So the lobbies were kind of slow. Excuse me. All right, so I'm gonna claim these here. It's the Starion RE Mitsubishi with the special graphics, 100 gem bonus, 150K, 55 boosts, some gold crates, bronze crates, and Turf War mystery crates. All right, so let's just claim those. Go back to the garage. I want to have a look at this car now. I do
I
too.
like this badass samurai.
Isn't that rap badass?
I fucking love this, man.
I was looking at it during the preview last week. Jeff and I actually, and it wasn't this. It was just the thumbnail, so I couldn't really quite tell what it was. But I knew it had to do with like a sword, ninja, or some sort of warrior. But it's clearly a ninja. Now that you can see it here, he's holding a sword.
Samurai, yeah, he's samurai.
Oh my gosh, what did I say, a ninja?
Yeah, same thing.
Yeah, like a samurai. It's just a badass rap. And I hope they continue to have raps like these because
Yeah, I love that sword over the front tire.
I know, look at all the way up to the headlight almost.
Cool, man.
And then it's just I like the colors. I like the style. The only thing I'm not a big fan of, and it's just me personally, I am not a fan of cars with all these logos and graphics on it. The SIFU synthetics, M&M performance, and what's it say over here?
What I think they should do is put like all the fucking hardcore team names on one wrap.
Something like that.
That would be so fucking cool. Oh man, you can have everybody. You know what I mean?
Wouldn't that would be cool. So let me just take a few seconds here. Chad's in the house. Edward, Gypsy Outlaw promoting RR Pro Street. J Missa Pro Driver. I gotta read this comment. I'll have to read that. It's pretty long. I'm pretty slow. There's a lot of words there. Prophet. Where's Prophet? I missed him. Did I?
I see him. What's up?
VW Beetle.
Greg Wood in the house. What's up, Greg?
Craig's here.
Denmark. Sent you a 7.3 time for that car.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
I think it beats the world record or really close.
Don't forget about me, Jeff.
It's in the same chat with us.
So.
So you said you're done tuning your garage, huh, Joe?
For the most part, I'll tell you what. I got a feeling that I'm just wasting my time. That when 7.0 drops, I'm not even going to really want to race many of the cars I have.
I think in like a couple months, you're going to want to go back and check out all your badass cars. That's what I think. I think it's cool that we be able to go in there.
Yeah, and that's about it. So it's like, do I really want to spend all my time tuning them now? I mean, I did tune a shit ton. Let me tell you, I tuned so many cars. I'm just burnt out. I'm really burnt out. I hate tuning. It's the worst thing for me. I just hate it. It just burns me out, man. Just drains me, really. So I hate it. I absolutely tuning. I hate scrolling through the damn garage. I was putting on wheels. I was scrolling through the garage, putting on wheels and paints all afternoon. It was like, it shouldn't take this long, man. Like, you're scrolling through, you put on a wheel, and then guess what happens? You're like the cars on the bottom go all the way back to the very beginning. And I'm like, I had like 100 wheels to put on and 50, 60
and if
paints.
You got multiple cars right next to each other. It's like, fuck, where the fuck was I?
It's just, yes, exactly. It's such a pain in the ass. It's such a drain on my ambition and motivation. I'm just like, you know what? Screw it. I don't even care. So that's why I was like, you know what? I did one account, and I have a crap ton on this account. Look at this, 294 crates to open up still, and I only have like.
God damn, get to work.
I only have 59. I think I only have 59 inventory slots, so I don't really know what I'm gonna do here.
You just gotta go nuts. That's all. Just go nuts, Joe.
So I'm gonna go to the inventory. I'm just gonna start throwing wheels and paints on to free up some space. You guys, let's just talk about 7.0, all sorts of stuff. We'll answer some questions in the live chat.
You know what I see? I see a lot of people complaining on Facebook, and I don't get it. Like, they could have very easily just wiped out our whole garage. Like, I see Jeff spending it all the time on the page. He says it all the time. All they have to do is say, hey, new game. And, we're lucky to get to go back in our garage and check our old shit out. I think that's fucking cool, man.
Yeah. Oh,
yeah, I mean, it's from what I understand, we should be able to use any car in our legacy garage any time of the day, any day, and test track. So
yeah, that's fucking cool.
I mean, why not, do that? I don't understand why people get all bent out of shape. Like I say, man, I tell over and over. Yeah. we're lucky we even get them. So
It's, I mean, I know just going back and tuning, I'm running into cars where I'm like, oh man, I remember fighting for that fucking car. That was a motherfucker. And that's fucking cool.
That's exactly what it is, man. Look at this. It was bad. I won a freaking Enzo this weekend. I was gonna crush it just to crush it, but I wasn't live streaming. I was like, what's the point really? Like, I can crush a BMW for 5,000 points.
Oh, you can't crush that car.
No, I couldn't.
You
And
cannot crush something like that.
no. And the other thing is, it only gives you 6,000 points to crush it. So I'm like, okay, I can crush it for an extra 1,000. All I need to do is 1 or 2 races extra to, make up for those points I'm losing out for not crushing it. Like, why would I crush it? It just the points for crushing is still way out of whack.
Oh yeah, it's definitely not right.
I hope they change that, because if I'm crushing a showroom car, a BMW for 5K or 4K or whatever it was 5K, and then an Enzo for an extra 1K, like, I don't think so, man. It doesn't make sense.
Yeah, exactly. I got that. You remember the last racer club we had?
Uh-huh.
Car. I won one of them this week with a M3 EC2. I was fucking loving it.
Yeah.
I couldn't believe that guy picked me. I was fucking loving it.
the Glickenhaus?
Yeah, there it is. See, I can't read a word like that, so I didn't even try.
Yeah.
I was like, I knew how to get to it. There we go. I got me one of them.
Nice. Yeah, I'm just gonna start throwing some paints on these cars and just clearing out my inventory. I just crushed cars this weekend. I didn't care what I was winning. There's only very few. I kept this GT race car for some reason. I thought it was the Freedom Edition, but it's not. So I meant to. That's not the Freedom. No, I was gonna crush. I thought it was the wrong car. I ended up keeping it.
I like
won.
that car though.
Yeah, it's a nice one.
That car's a bad motherfucker, man. That fucker's back.
The Enzo I kept, and this Gallardo Superleggera RE I kept. I'm not the biggest fan of that car. I should have just crushed it, but everything else, other than a few BMWs, after I got my points, I kept these to make up for the ones I lost when I was crushing. So, but other than that, man, oh, it does show all the points. Does it show the points people made? Yeah, it does, actually.
They actually stood this week, which I thought was pretty cool.
Yeah, there I am. Okay, so I made 227,000. So I made most of that in the first 2.5 to 3 hours. But I want to
Look at
show.
that piece. Oh my god, I love it. Looks like even Chad Labor.
Yep.
Yeah, that was awesome. He just come to help out. And,
There's-
yeah, that was cool.
Look at that, Chad right there. We got Craig with 161K, and then Asho. Asho freaking just went straight beast mode. Just
Yeah, he was like streaming for like 72 hours or something. He said.
yeah, look at that. 555,701 is the official point count for Asho. So he freaking killed it. I think he had the most points. He was number 1 on the team.
Yeah, he did. He definitely had the most. He was on fire.
Yeah.
When we first started, that's like my favorite part of turf when it first starts.
Yep.
And everybody's just fucking like hates being and fletching. Everybody's out there. Crush everything, and
That still went hard.
That's what
He went hard. He was even challenging me in cards that he was challenging me in cards for 5 mil that he didn't stand a chance of winning.
Just
So
going.
he didn't care.
Well, that's-
he was.
Yeah.
And I'm sure that's how you end up with that many points. Is you just do suicide, hope people mess up.
Right.
But,
Well,
I do that a lot.
and the thing that doesn't, and the thing that adds to it, it doesn't matter if you lose money because it's gonna go away anyway. So it's
now,
just
what is it anyway? 20 cents?
right.
20 cents a mil or something?
Is that what it is now?
I don't know. I mean, that's
Man.
not very much.
All right, so I better start putting some wheels and paints on. I don't like those wheels.
Fred
We're
Savage in the house.
Savage Fred right there. Hey Joe and the we're doing good, Jersey Kid. He says, "Hey Joe and the fellas, how's everyone doing?" All right.
Yeah, I like doing suicide races sometimes because they fuck up. You got a nice car, man.
Why not?
I won a 370 RE what is that, R-Class car
Nice.
with my A-Class 370Z.
Oh man, that guy.
The very, yeah, he's mad. The very next race, I won a Panda.
There you go.
I was
Nice.
like, are you guys kidding me?
I'm
Yeah,
just
that's awesome. That's an awesome part of the game. That's one of the best things, and the challenge is up there, and then you fucking take it. Oh, I love it.
no, I'm
Oh,
just
yeah.
throwing the ugliest combinations of paints and wheels. Look at this thing. This is the ugliest car I've ever seen in my life. It's a shit brown paint job with some blue wheels. What else?
Oh, I did that too.
We'll give it some
I
pink
was moving
underglow.
I was moving cars over and trying to clear out some inventory on my DC account,
Mm-hmm.
and it ended up being a bunch of the Mustang REs, and I was just throwing anything and everything on them. They ended up with red wheels and white paint and blue glow and green headlights.
Yep.
It's ugly.
There it is. That's the world's ugliest car if I've ever seen it. Right there.
There
We're just
you
gonna.
go.
I'm just gonna
That
start
is
throwing.
pretty ugly, Joe.
Hey.
Man, look at all these lights you got. Oh my god.
That's what sucks, man. It's like this wasn't even the best. Like I have other accounts with so much more on it, and it's just like it's such a swift kick to the nuts. I feel sometimes like I'm losing it all, and I understand what's happening, and I can't fault. I can't go too far, but still at the same time, there is a bit of disappointment losing all this stuff.
Yeah.
I'm not going to sit here and talk shit because, I understand the situation and I understand everything, what we've been told and all that, whatever. But the gamer in me who's been playing this game for years, collecting these things, I can't help but to feel a sense of, loss and disappointment in a way.
It's
Well,
not
you're not going
good.
to lose the rims. You just got to put them on cars. That's the only problem. Just gotta put 'em in
Yeah.
cars.
Sometimes I like them in my inventory. That way I can throw them on a car and look at them and see how they look and go, yeah, those are nice. Not necessarily actually
You
put
like
them on
window
a.
shopping. You like window
Yeah.
shopping with them.
You know what I'm talking about. I'll keep them in my garage and go, I can put them on any car. I mean, they're not there permanently, but I can put them on any car, have a look at it. Oh, here's an ugly car. This one's going to be ugly. Look at this bad boy. We got some sort of metallic green with some hot pink wheels. Let's see. Let's
I
put
like
some.
that green is nice.
Oh, yellow underglow here. What kind of ugly headlights do I have? Coral red. That's the, oops, cancel. I want to apply. That's the ugly. Okay, so I
think
lied.
you're right, Greg.
This may be the world's ugliest clown car. Look at that. Oh, shit. I should just give it away. I should give some cars away. Maybe I'll do that here in a bit. Let me throw some of these stuff on. We'll throw some orange underglow.
It reminds me of the Wizard of Oz horse, that the horse of a different color.
Yep. Yeah.
It's like that green.
Yeah, it's kind of saddening that we've worked all this time and opened those crates and filled our inventory just to have to rush and put it on stuff that just so we can get it on the car and use it. I mean, the points are the same if they're in inventory towards your legacy points, but you might as well use them and put it on something. I mean,
Well, that's
points
okay.
on a
Let me
car,
ask you
that's
this. Excuse me, I'm a pig. I had this conversation. I was on the phone with a buddy of mine today, and we were talking, and I want to make sure I gave him sound advice. So you guys can you clear this up for me? Because I told a buddy, so he has all this inventory, and first of all, inventory is getting wiped clean, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Right.
So inventory is getting wiped clean. Now, so if you have inventory, throw it on your car. Now you get points or some sort. What do you get for this? Does anybody know?
Basically, what they're doing, and this was way back in like March when they first started talking about it.
Yep.
Talk about your legacy points and your legacy garage and things like that. Basically, what they're doing is they're going off of when you started,
Mm-hmm.
how long you played the game,
Mm-hmm.
what amount of cars you have in your garage,
Mm-hmm.
and what those cars, I don't want to say look like, but what parts are put on them upgrades and lights and underglow and wheels and paint and what's rare and what's not.
Mm-hmm.
All that comes into effect. And then, of course, last but not least, what you spent during your longevity of the game.
Now, okay, so what does that get you though? That's what I'm not quite understanding.
There's several different tiers.
Mhm.
I don't know how many, but there's several,
Mhm.
and you be placed in one of these tiers, and what that gets you is what I'm gathering is like the tokens and maybe some crates. Everybody that has an account will get the campaign cards locked, probably. You'll get other cards. You'll get maybe some RRC. Not quite sure what all you get, but each tier is different. I do know that much.
Okay. So now what I was telling him was he was just going to leave them in his inventory. I said, don't leave them in your inventory unless you really just don't have the time or you don't care anymore, whatever. But don't leave them in your inventory. Throw them on a car. Now you still get credit for them if they're in your inventory.
Yeah,
You do.
You just don't get to see them ever again.
Right.
Okay. So I did kind of I gave them all sound advice. I told them, put them all, put all your paints, apply them to all the cars. Put all your wheels on, headlights, underglow. And so I did give them sound advice that, but I just wasn't quite sure, like, if you did leave them in your, I do remember Daniel saying, if you leave them in your inventory, if you sell them to the game, you're not going to get crap for them. So apply them, throw them on the
RRC, but the RRC is going away.
Exactly. Okay. So what do we got here? All right. So next car. So I guess I did give him slightly good advice.
Well, I don't think that all the RRC is going away, is it, Jeff? I thought they said only the farm RRC.
Yeah.
No, if you purchased it from the game, you can keep it.
Sure.
If you've never made a purchase, if you've never ever made a purchase, and you have RRC, it's gone.
What about the earned RRC though?
I just earned 26. I just earned $32 million this weekend, and I'm telling you right now, it's probably all gone.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I thought what they said that they were just gonna trace the farmed RRC and wipe that out.
I don't know how they could possibly do that, but
well,
that would be nice because then I would keep a bunch because
me too. That's what I only have like 10 mil, so
right.
I mean, I'm hoping they just kind of move on to the next racer when they get to my name. I don't know.
skip over Frank the Tank. We didn't see you there, Frank. Sorry.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh man. So yeah.
I'm pretty sure it's only the bought in RRC.
I never bought RRC for $100 in my life.
Well, here's my question. And I don't know if anybody can answer this, but say you buy RRC. You have 1 mil RRC that you bought, okay, and you're going to keep that. Now, say you win or you get another mil through a race. So now you have 2 mil, all right? Then you buy a car for 1 mil. Does that take your RRC away that you won or your RRC that you bought?
I think if what they're going to do, Joe, is real simple. Instead of trying to make it complicated, if you've ever purchased
you get to keep
any
it.
RRC, you get to keep that. If you purchased 1 point, 1 mil and 25,000, and you have 30 million, you're only keeping 1 point.
Gotcha.
Mil of 25,000.
Okay. I mean, that's simple enough.
I think I'll just do it that way. I don't know. Like I said, I just won like 32 mil this weekend, 5 mil in peaks, trying to lose all my money, and I just kept winning it. And so, yeah, I don't know. I mean, it'd be nice if I earned that. I put money on the line to earn that, even though that money was obviously not
Counterfeit. We'll call it
counterfeit.
Don't do that. That's illegal. I don't know. So it's just it's whatever. You're gonna have plenty of ways to earn RRC and 7.0. So
all right, easy enough.
So what do you think is going to be the first event out, Jeff? Do you think it's going to be Tuner Challenge or what do you think?
Oh.
Well, I think whenever you go and we open up the app, the first thing you're going to want to do is spin that map around. You're going to pick a city, something that you like the best, New York. There will probably only be maybe 3 or 4 events at the most in each city. So there'll be a tuner challenge. I'm guessing daily events or daily warm up, and maybe some other live event. And I suggest everybody goes right to tuner challenge and starts, tuning your car and tuning to whatever lobbies they ask and start winning and moving forward and try and earn those crates and earn those that RC and those gems because you're going to need it. Tickets, whatever you can win, you're going to need it. Obviously, there will be in-game purchases that you can purchase.
Sure.
Try to gain an advantage. All apps, I think now, all of them have some sort of in-game purchase that you can buy and try to level yourself up a little bit. But yeah, I would definitely spend some time in the tuner challenge. Do your daily warm-ups. Get familiar with the cars. They're all going to be different. They're all going to be slower. They're all going to be no boost.
Mm-hmm.
So you're going to have that. Well, it's either no boost or it's always boosted. I don't know how they say that you're not buying boost, but I don't understand if the car acts like it's always boosted or if it's never going to have boost.
I think they just act different because that's all 7.0 cars. And
Right.
what they said was all 6.5 cars were going to be boosted. I think. I'm not sure on that.
I don't know. I know that obviously 7.0 and 6.5 cars will, if they're even in the game, say we have BMWs now, or say we have an Evo 8 now, obviously, and if we have an Evo 8 in 7.0, it may be a completely different setup than what we have now. It may, right now you can hit 8.6 or 8.5 ghost shifted, but in 7.0, that same car, that same Evo 8, if it's a B class, it may only hit 8.9 or 9.0. That might be, it's going to react and be a completely different car other than the name and maybe the way it looks.
Yeah.
So to say it's
even the names will be a little bit different.
Sure.
Everything's going to look really nice. There's a question here. It says,
okay.
Here's a question. If there won't be any turfs for the first few weeks,
Sure.
will they be able to start up teams when 7.0 launches? Yeah, absolutely. The first 25 teams have already been locked and secured.
Fuck yeah.
I'm in that category. So yes, our teams will just automatically be there. I suggest you get your team strong and locked because once turf does start, 6-8 weeks, whatever it is, the way that it works is once your team is locked in, you can't take guys away and put new people in and do this and do that. You got to run with what you got. That's
Wait,
it.
so hold on. Let's say that again. Clear it up for me because I'm slow and I'm old and slow and stupid. So you can't, once you're on a team, you can't.
Okay, let's say that I add you to my team, Joe.
Yep.
Okay, and you're slacking, and I remove you. Your points go with you.
Sure. Okay. Yeah.
Okay. And if I add somebody, their points don't count.
Oh, but you can switch players.
Yeah, but what's the use? You lose points and you don't get any points.
Yeah, if you kick them, their points go with them. So you might as well just leave them on there and hope that they wake the fuck up and start racing.
Well, unless you think you can get somebody else to put up more points by the end of it.
It won't matter because those points don't count.
If you come late into turf, you're not qualified to race.
Oh.
Now, if he leaves on his own.
Oh, okay.
That's different.
Now we're making sense here.
But even then, why would he leave on his own if?
Yeah, he's not going to.
Yeah, that's not going to happen. Yeah.
But if it's my boy, like say Prophet's having a hard time or something, and something came up, and he's like, dude, I'm not going to hold you back. I'm going to go ahead and go.
So,
and be back Sunday. That's different.
I think it would be better for him to just stay on and race as he could because he's the only one that's going to be able to get points.
So if we're in the middle of turf, all right, and Craig's playing, and he made 100,000 points, and he slips and falls and lands on a plunger again, because it happened once. Sorry, Craig, I don't mean to tell everybody your dirty laundry, but he slipped and fell on a plunger once. And if say it happens again, he slips and falls on a plunger, and he can't race, you might as well just keep him and keep that 100K, unless, say the situation where like Craig is racing and he has a falling out with somebody or the team leader, and he says, "Screw you, I'm not racing. You can kick me, but you can lose my points." And you guys don't want him to win that car. You don't want him. You can boot him as long as that 100K that he has made, you feel you guys can make it up. The team, everybody can make an extra 10K and make it up.
That's correct. Yep.
Okay. So go ahead, Craig, and slip on that, fall on that plunger again, because we're good. We're good.
Craig said to show the video he sent you. Struggle's real.
The struggle is real.
I'm curious of what's going to happen as far as somebody just made a mess. Fred Savage, he said you passed his reward to the top guy. I'm just kind of curious. Out of all this time, I don't believe they've ever said anything about joining the friend. I just now thought of that when I seen his message.
But you know what? They said that the black market's not going anywhere, so that makes me think we're going to be able to join each other in picks, because you remember they were talking about special lobbies or something.
Yeah.
And you guys can all go into the same lobby, so I'm assuming you guys can pick there.
Another thing that I thought is really neat, and I can't wait for it. I don't think it's happening at drop, but we'll be able to bet on each other. Like if Frank races Joe.
Yeah.
Like horses.
I'd throw some money on that.
That's interesting. That's an interesting concept. So you could sit there and just be a bookie and not even play the game and just race and make money. I mean, I guess there's a million ways you can exploit the game though that way. Like,
I have to throw some races if you guys bet against me.
That's what I'm saying. Like if me and Frank are racing and Jeff, you're the bookie, and I'm like, yo, hey Jeff, you give me an extra 10%, I'll lose. I'll foul out. Cut me in on some of that cheese.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting. And like I said, there's so many people that are disgruntled and just plain upset about it. And, the only thing I can say is, and I repeat it, it's like a broken record. It's like, games die. You're lucky you keep your garage. Let's start fresh and new.
Yeah.
You get sad because you miss your garage. Go race some K1s in the test drive.
Well, that's it. I mean, I'm telling you,
back up again.
I said,
and they're going to have legacy events too. So I mean, you're going to be able to use your cars.
Yeah, I mean, I'm
like
not.
The same people complaining about the update are the same people complaining about 6.5 that complain about everything, and they're on the game more than us, except they're not racing. They're on Facebook complaining about it.
Yeah.
It's like, damn, what are you guys doing with your lives? Go fucking read a book.
Right. Yeah, and I get that all the time. Well, I haven't raced since January when they said they were going to take our cars away.
Good for you.
And you're complaining about stuff you don't even know what you're talking about.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
I watched every stream like 3 and 4 times. I've been to LA to the studio. I pretty much know what I'm talking about and what they mean to do, and it's.
I can vouch for that. Jeff had a notebook every day we were there, and he was taking notes like you wouldn't believe. Jeff knows his shit.
I wanted to be informed. I want to be educated. And I asked a lot of questions, and I wrote a lot of notes.
Yep, and I would know when he was going to write a note, because I would hear something and I would just look at him and be like, "Yep, that's going in the book."
Hey, does anybody need? I have 2 fiberglass rear bumpers for the Hyundai Genesis BTR, and then I got, good. And then I got some others on another account. Some fiberglass. What are they for? The fiberglass hoods for the ZR1. I'm sure somebody could use those. I hate to see those go away.
Oh yeah, somebody will take those quick.
Yeah, there's ZL1s, and there's a couple of other decent. But I don't even own a car. Do I? Not own. I don't even own a BTR to throw those parts on. So, my goodness. All right, I think I might. What do I have? I have. Oh my God. Okay, so I got to start opening. I'm going to open up some crates here. I don't know what I'm going to do. So, I guess I'll go with the turf war crates because I can always put together cars. This is boring, man. Even opening up turf crates is tough.
And you know what that's going to do, Joe? That's going to give you a lot more cars to tune and to make look nice. And it's a vicious cycle, man. It's like
I
an
know.
hamster wheel.
Look, as I had 175, now I'm at 174. Oh boy. So, oh well, it's going to be a long night. So at least maybe, hopefully, if I'll luck out and 7.0 won't drop tomorrow.
Hey, Joe, let's talk about that dude that got hit by a meteor.
Oh my gosh.
Dude, that motherfucker looked like he got
D4 trash. You know, the sad story for that guy is that he had it going on. He was
Oh
drummer in
my
the band.
gosh.
He had a decent job. He went to school,
Yeah.
and he ended up doing something wrong and pissed his sister off. And she put a protective order on him, and he showed up right after that interview to her house,
Right.
looking for shelter for the night.
Mm-hmm.
Bam! She gave it to him, sending him right to jail.
Well, I have a feeling. Honestly, I have a feeling. Guys, first of all, if you guys don't know what we're talking about, it's check out my last video. My last two videos that I put up. Last one is the actual video, unedited. The one before that is a live stream with me and a couple of my buddies. We're talking about this guy in Youngstown, Ohio, who got arrested and
by a fucking meteor.
yeah, he got hit by. Claimed that he got hit by a meteor, and now, like you're saying, Jeff, the worst part of it. So, I went back after the live stream and I started researching, trying to dig up as much dirt as I could on this guy, and everything he said, except for possibly the meteor hitting him, which is. I'm not going to say it's a straight out lie. Nobody knows. I think it's pretty far fetched, but everything else besides that turned out to be true. He was talking about he was a music major. He went to YSU, Youngstown State University, where he majored in music. He had a secondary major in astronomy. He was talking, he was a drummer in a band called Sideshow. I went on YouTube, dude. That dude was a badass drummer. This video was only what? It was 9 years old. And it shows him, 2009, and it showed him and his buddies in a band called Sideshow at this, at this bar, and he's drumming away. Dude, he had a 5-minute long drum solo that was pretty freaking impressive. I was damn impressed. I was listening to this going, wow. And it's so sad because this guy, like you're saying, he had it going on. He had a good job. He had, all these things. He was a great musician. He was in a band, and who knows what else he had going on. But it's so bizarre. Like, I don't know what happens, man. I think he got hooked on some drugs. I honestly think he either one, the other, or both. The drugs, or he lost his mind, some sort of mental disease, or some sort of combination of the both drugs and mental disorder. But this guy, freaking, it's so sad because, like, you look back at his life and he was drumming, he was having a great time, and he had good friends. And now the video, you look at me sitting on his bench, freaking drooling all over himself, talking gibberish. Oh my God. It's freaking crazy.
He had a fucking hot load right on his chin.
Oh.
Did you see that shit?
Oh, dude, that made me want to vomit.
Even in his mugshot, he's got a little bit going on.
Yes, I didn't even notice. And my buddy sent me that mugshot. I look at it. Oh my God, look! You can even see he's got a little bit on his chin and his lip right there. I was like, oh, this is just disgusting.
Oh, it's so gross.
Isn't it? It's just absolutely just disgusting.
So long story short, if he would have played Racing Rivals, he would have never had these problems.
That's right, man. He wouldn't have been out on the street doing drugs. He wouldn't have been out on the street, got hit by a meteorite, my bad, meteorite. Dude, it's such a sad thing when you see somebody with such talent just lose it all, man.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yep.
So if I start drooling on myself, man, you guys put me out of my misery. Oh, so I only have how many crates, turf crates do I have left on this account? I only 155 left.
Oh, close enough.
You're gonna run out of inventory.
I don't know.
Yes, full
How much will these stack? Because there's only 5 cars in the crate, so should it only take up 5 inventory slots?
Yeah,
No, just keep piling on one.
I mean, I can always go through it and claim them too, so that's not a big deal. But this is just, hey, it's my man, the Dirty Hammer.
the double bird.
The double bird. There it is. You see it.
What's up, CJ? How's it going, buddy?
Yeah. So
7-0 will not come out tomorrow. It's going to be end of the week or early next week.
So you really don't think it's coming out
You heard it
tomorrow?
from me.
You heard
It
it
will
from.
not come out tomorrow.
Okay.
They are not ready yet for that.
Okay. So
there was I can't really get into it.
Sure.
I can't
You
say
don't
what I
have
know, but tomorrow it will not come out.
I hope
Maybe Wednesday, maybe Thursday, maybe Friday. If not, for sure next week.
all right. Well,
Probably next Tuesday or so.
that's good news for me because there's just a few more things I want to do. I got to get a tune. I got to max this Rocket Bunny out. I think I'm still at stage 2. I just saw it and realized I didn't have it maxed out yet. So I want to max that thing out because I've never actually raced the Rocket Bunny maxed.
Yeah, that's where I put mine at too, and I had the same problem. It didn't max out properly. I
Yep.
think it was the transmission that it was missing.
Don't you hate that? You think it's maxed
Yeah,
out like you have like stage 2 NOS. Hey, is this the same? I gotta ask, is this the same Mr. Banana in the live chat that was on the team this week?
Yes, that is him.
All right. I wasn't quite sure because it's so hard. It is so tough to keep track of, people's in-game names, people's Facebook names, YouTube names. It's just like, who is who, man? And I saw Mr. Banana, and I was like, I wonder if that's the same Mr. Banana.
Yeah.
Awesome.
He's a good racer, Joe. He raced with us a couple weeks.
Yeah.
Awesome guy. Yeah, fuck yeah.
Dude, I gotta tell you, I gotta say thank you. First of all, guys, I ran with Stage 3 Motors this weekend. I wish I would have had more time on the track, to be honest. I only raced like 3 hours the first event. I might have raced a little bit the next day when I got home from work, but I went away for a little bit of the weekend because of the holiday to go visit some friends. And then I raced again a little yesterday. Not too much, but a little yesterday. I wish I would have had more track time with you guys, but Frank, first of all, I just want to say thank you for giving me that's my last turf as the game is. That's my last turf was with you guys.
Yeah, man, it was a pleasure, Joe. You're always welcome, especially when you're fucking banging out points that fast. That was fucking impressive, man.
Well, I just didn't want to disappoint. I didn't want to disappoint because you brought me on the team and you were like, hey, we don't have a minimum. We're just going to be smashing points left and right, crushing cars. And I didn't know what the min was, and I didn't know what people were going to put out. So I was like, you know what? I'm going away for the better part of the weekend, and I'm going to be falling behind. So I better just start banging out points now, hardcore. That way, when I come back, I don't want to check and go, man, I didn't want to disappoint. I really didn't want to disappoint. So, but it didn't disappoint at all. I had a blast. I had a great time.
Yeah,
A lot of great racers like you, a lot of great racers on the team, a lot of good guys. You know, we have Chad, Craig was on there, Mr. Banana, that I find out he's the same guy. Asho just straight beast in it, just hardcore point machine. That guy is like.
Yeah, and you know what it is, though, with the min situation, when they kept changing all the points, it's like, how do I decide how many points I got to tell somebody to race?
Right.
When they're fucking with them.
Right.
I know he's got 50,000 points an hour in surf. What the
Well,
fuck am I supposed to do that? You know?
that's exactly it. So yeah, no, I absolutely that it's so hard to keep track of. Like, what do you tell?
I say that to everybody. I say, you know, there's no men. Just, you know, everybody knows what you got to do. Come in, hang out, have fun, put up some points. And a lot of new people, when they ask me, hey, what's the minute? I say something like that. I almost get the impression that they think I'm trying to rip them off. Like, I'm going to take them when they get like 100K or something. Oh, well, I made them miss 200K. You didn't make it. Sorry. But it's really not like that. I just don't want to make a call on something I don't know about until it starts.
Right. I mean,
every week it's different. It's
yeah.
different.
I guess there's a couple ways you could go about it. One would be, hey, there's no men. Like, we're just gonna keep pushing. Like, keep pushing. If you slack, we're gonna freaking ride you hard. I guess, and then another way would be, hey, we're shooting for top 25. Men is top 25. You know?
Yeah, exactly. Yep.
Or here's the thing: is men, as long as you're not the bottom two on the team, you're good. If you're the bottom two, you're gone next week.
Yep.
That'll motivate.
But the way, you know, no men, everybody's coming to do your job. Everybody's been pretty awesome with that. I mean, you know, I still have to kick people, but they understand. You know, I actually message them most of the time and say, hey, you need to step it up, or I got to kick you. You got to step it up. I got to kick you.
Absolutely.
And I just kick them, you know. But for the most part, everybody knows what they got to do, man. It's an awesome team. Everybody there is just cool. I mean, every now and then you get a bad apple, but you know, what are you gonna do?
Yeah. So
I'm waiting for Jeff to come race with us.
I'll come this week, Frank.
I fucking knew it.
he won't let you down.
Damn, I thought I had you. That was a good answer.
Oh shit. All right, time to crack open beer number 2. These are going down super easy today. This sucks, man. I don't want to go back to work. Holy shit!
Oh man, I feel like I just left work. I can't believe I got to go to sleep and then go back. It's a shame.
Oh, I just got. Look at this. You can see that I just got beer on my eye. Crack that open. I'll be right back. I gotta wash up here.
Crystal says hello, Big Pen.
Hey, Crystal. How you doing?
What the hell are you doing, Joe?
I just opened up a beer.
He's out of here.
I'm here. I'm back.
It fucking exploded, huh?
Yeah.
Party foul. Party foul.
Hi, Crystal.
Hey, is Crystal in the chat?
She's not in the chat. She used to race with us a couple of years ago, for about 2 years. And once our daughter was born, she didn't really make men anymore, so she don't really race with us no more.
What's up, Crystal? How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I can't complain, except for the fact that the weekend is almost it's over, the long weekend. I hope everybody enjoyed Memorial Day, paid respect to those who deserve it.
Absolutely. Thank you, everyone, for your service.
Absolutely. I know quite a few people that are in or have served in the military. And unfortunately, I do know a few people that passed away in the military. And I just want to, you know, I know this is just a little live stream here, but I do want to pay my respects and salute those people who served and keep us safe and allow us to do what we're doing. So,
Yeah.
there we go. So, I
Trey
think,
Abraham says he's hanging around for the update to see if he can stay or quit.
Al,
Yeah, that's a good idea. I mean, it's a lot better idea than the guys that are saying I'm quitting, that's it. I mean, maybe you can try it yet. I think everybody's going to be impressed with everything these guys have been working on.
well,
I mean, you get to see it. It's pretty cool, guys.
What does that mean?
well, I will say,
You know what it is? I got my case off, so my phone sounds better.
Oh, yeah, that's maybe it.
Or maybe it's Frank the Tank's other girlfriend.
Frank don't have any girlfriends.
Yeah,
CJ
women are evil.
CJ is
I
his
got enough
girlfriend.
fucking headaches. I got enough headaches.
Got enough headaches, that's for sure. So, oh my gosh, this is taking forever. I wish it was just an open all.
I think it would be cool if Carbonated maxed out all our stock bars that we forgot to do. That would be cool.
Wouldn't that be nice? Just here's a button max all. Nah,
Yeah, fuck it.
nah. Oh my god. So I don't even know. Oh my god, I only have 128 more turf crates to open up, and then we can move on to the others. Do you know what I noticed today, and it kind of sucks? I was opening up the performance crates, and there's nothing, no performance parts in there, only the sticker bomb wheels and a few of those glow wheels.
Craig's a dick. He's trying to get me in trouble.
Craig, what's Craig? He's got side chicks.
Side chicks.
Ah.
They would never survive.
So, for those of you guys who living under a rock, carbonated. Now, is it carbonated? We'll just say carbonated because just because they've been doing all the work. I know it's Glue is still officially in the picture somewhat, but we're not going to give them any credit. So we're going to say carbonated submitted 7.0 to Google. They submitted it, well, Android or whatever it is. Android submitted it to Apple.
Fuck you, Craig.
And it should be here very soon. Chances are it's not tomorrow from what I'm hearing, but it could be, so don't say it's 100%. But chances are it'll be anywhere from now till early next week, hopefully sooner. So that's why I'm opening all these crates, putting on all these wheels, putting on all these paints, and Joe, okay, so the Hot Pepper's got a really, he's got a legitimate question here. He says, Joe, Surreal, Craig, we'll add Frank to that because Frank's here with us. I got beer on my boobie. I spilled it right on my boob. Craig, you all gonna stay or you're going to quit if this update sucks? Well, I'm going in it with, I'll start off personally. I'm going in there with the mindset that it's going to be the best damn update this game has ever seen. I'm going in it with a positive mindset. It's going to be the best update this game has ever seen. There's so much going on, so much new stuff. You guys got to just, I'm going with it. I'm going to, you know what? Everything we've experienced from here is that's in the past. You know, this is a whole new update, all sorts of new things going on. And I'm going in it with an open mind. And I'm not even going to say there's a chance it's going to suck because it's going to be badass. And that's my mindset. So I'm here. I'm going to continue making videos, continue playing. As soon as Turf comes out, I might just race with, you know, stage 3 motors again.
Yeah.
You know, we'll see. But
for me, I've already played it. I'm excited about it. I think it's fun. And for everybody else, if it isn't bad, I mean, it seems like they're listening to the community a lot more than the past owners. So I think if it is something that everybody is so against that I think they're going to change it to how everybody wants it. I mean, they're working with everybody. They hired people just specifically to deal with the community. So I mean, what does that tell you? You know?
That's the whole thing, man.
So-
I mean, before, with the way that the game was structured, they couldn't change anything. People don't understand that. It was physically impossible for them to change anything. Now they have it set up where everything can be changed like that, one click. It's done.
Yeah, it's a lot easier to dive in.
You want, you want more cars, you want more peak time, you want more whatever you want. Boom, we can change it with one click.
Yep.
Before they couldn't, they would have to shut the game down, do a bunch of stuff, and then all that did was open up more crap and more
right.
hot
It's like
fixes that they put on there that were broke.
it reminded me of like the old game. It reminded me of like in the old school cartoons, guys. This may be I might be a little old here, but it reminds me of the old school like cartoons when there'd be I don't know, there'd be like a wall with a little bit of a water coming through it. Remember this? and the cartoon character would put his finger in the hole to stop it, and then all of a sudden there'd be 2 more holes. So he put his other hand in there and his toe in there to block it up. And then there 5 more water, you know, it would just kept coming out. It kept coming out. And yes, Prophet. I got to go up. Prophet had a really, really good point. I got to find it here again. It had to do with we hated all the other updates when they first came out. Let me see if I can find it. I think I just, there it is. Okay. So basically, Prophet had a very good, valid point here. He says, we've hated every update when it first came out, but after a while, we all liked it. So I feel it's going to be the same with this update. And it's exactly it. Most people, man, they're not very receptive to change. People are not receptive to change. We don't like it. We don't take it so well. And it takes us a while to open up to it and accept it. And that's the case, you know, with every update so far in Racing Rivals, except for 6.5, which was the biggest piece of crap. But anyways.
Well, and here's the thing. I mean, every city is the same.
Mm-hmm.
Every track is the same. The tack is the same.
Yep.
The controls are the same.
Yep.
Everything is the same. So you're not, the only thing you're getting different is the content and how to get it. So you're still racing the same.
Yep.
If you're a beast racer right now, you're gonna be a beast racer at 7.0. That's it. I mean, your car might only go 12 seconds when you first start, but
you know what
even 15 seconds.
This
but
may
you can't figure it out.
This may be a horrible analogy, but the way I see it is like you're in a race, all right? And right now we are so far ahead of the competition. Anybody who's starting it, we're so far ahead, they can't even see us. They're back on the starting line still. We're all the way at the finish line. They can't even see us. But 7.0 is coming out, and now all of a sudden we're going to be right there with them. We can dangle that carrot in front of their face again and take off running again and chase it. So they can, you know, we can shoot up ahead, you know, and build these garages up faster than everybody else and just, you know, make people jealous again. Right now, people are so far into this. Everybody's got 18,000 car garages now, you know, and we're going to be back to zero. So even if you have 100 car garage, man, you're going to have people drooling all over again. They go, oh my gosh, how'd you get that? And it's just the way it is, man. What's up, Dave? Dave's here. My man, Dave, just catching up on some of the live chat. Craig's like, hey, Dave, you hacked Joe's account yet for me to transfer those cars? Thanks. Oh, my gosh. Oh, shit. We should have had, all right. I'm telling you, Dave's got to turf and win a car. First, I think he said last couple of weekends ago, he's never turfed and won a car. So 7.0 comes out. Dave's got to turf and get his first car. We got to break his cherry, pop his turf cherry. Oh, man. You don't have to do the campaign again. There's a A-Shifts Rivals asks if you have to do the campaign. If you've done the campaign, correct me if I'm wrong there, Jeff, but you don't have to do the campaign again. If you've already done it, it's done. You've already completed it. You'll get the cars in your garage, I believe, but you don't have to do the campaign again. If you haven't done the campaign, you can do you have to do the campaign, or you can do the campaign. One of the two. I'm not sure if it's optional at that point or if it's mandatory.
Yeah, I think, like we talked earlier, I think that if you have an account right now that's current in 6.5, you will not have to do the campaign. You'll keep all your cars. You'll keep all of your gems, all your boost, inventory, and RC will be gone. You will be able to immediately start racing with cars that you have in your garage. You'll be able to earn cars and gems and cash and tokens and everything that you need to progress through the game immediately when you open up 7.0. So the only thing that you have to worry about is play and racing and earning. You know, you race to earn, and that's it. I mean, You can spend if you want. There'll be plenty of spaces for you to spend money, but it'll be totally geared up to where you can simply race and win and earn cars and gems and paint and glow and wheels and everything. So somebody's asking if how long Pinks is gone. Well, Pinks will be there right away, I'm assuming, as long as there's live events. However, if you're asking about turf will be probably 6 to 8 weeks or maybe longer before that, because everybody needs to get to a garage in order to turf with. So they're going to give us a few, couple months probably, I guess, before we get ready to turf. Teams will be intact. The top 25 teams that won the 2 weeks will be intact. You'll have to make a new team if your team did not get named, did not get saved, and put your team back together and get ready and go out and multiplayer and try to win some cars. I guess that would be my thought on it. Is Pinky would be right off the bat in multiplayer.
I would think so.
I think it's going to be right away, except for the legacy cars. I think they said that's going to come later.
But I don't even think, honestly, I don't even think I'm going to give a crap about legacy car, because it's not going to do shit for me. I'm going to want to go out and get these new cars out there, build up my new garage, and why spend time on the old crap when you have all this new content, new cars, new this, new that, everything to win, everything to try out, everything to push the limit and the extreme, and try to figure out these new cars and race them. And I'm telling you,
overwhelming at first. When I first got my hands on it, it was very overwhelming.
I'm telling you,
they're like watching over your shoulder to see like your first initial reactions and shit, and it's kind of hard to figure out what exactly you're supposed to do. But once you get used to it, it's the same shit.
Yep, I'm telling you. I mean,
navigation is hard.
I know there's
getting used to.
I know there's going to be a lot of unknown. And a lot of things that I'm going to, holy crap, I didn't even expect to think this or that, but I'm going to try. This is going to be my strategy. And I'll tell you guys this right now, my strategy, and it could change at any moment depending on new information or new stuff. But my strategy, I'm going to try all of the stuff, tuner challenge. I'm going to try all these things to win these cars and but one of the ways to get money, and I think it worked really well first time around, and unless something changes, I'm hoping it's going to work this time around. I'm going to find one car, and I'm going to max it out. I'm going to do what I can. I don't know. I'll have to adjust depending on the situation, but I'm going to practice that car and get so damn good at that car, and I'm going to just race it for Pinks nonstop, winning other cars, and that's. You get 20 of these cars, and then you could start selling them back to the game if you want, get some extra cash, or whatever the case is, But it worked really well for me when I first started playing the game, and I made millions with the Evo 8. I practiced that thing, and I just got spot on, dead on with that car, and I knew what cars I could race and win.
Fred's funny.
And what's that?
Fred said, a couple months, I'm going to have to hug my wife, kiss my dog, and take the kid fishing. Oh, shit.
Hey,
yes.
I heard you doing autographs, and I wanted to know where my T-shirt is.
You want a T-shirt?
Talk about on the spot. God damn.
I'll get you a T-shirt.
I'm a veteran. I deserve one.
It's not giving T-shirts to everybody, though.
Yeah.
I'm not everybody. I'm the misfit.
All right. Tell you what. I don't have.
In that case, Joe, it's going to be a triple X male. No, I'm not triple X. It's actually 1XL.
All right. Tell you what. You know what I want to do, Crystal, for you? It's gonna cost some money, so it might take a week. There's a T-shirt shop down the way. I'm gonna see if I can have them print out a limited edition, a 1 of 1 Pigpen, the one and only T-shirt. I will autograph it and send it to you.
You're the man.
I will. I'll see what they
That's
can do.
badass. I'll make sure she takes some hot pictures in it, Joe, where she's just wearing the shirt.
Oh, tell you what. Now I'll keep my mouth shut. I was going to say something, but I'm going to keep my mouth shut. I'll get myself in trouble. No, but I'll see what I can do. I'll get together a logo. I'll get my logo. I'll see if I can have it printed. What color shirt? What color do you want?
Pink.
Pink. All right.
Oh no.
It's got to be Racing Rivals pink.
Well, at least you know I won't be wearing it.
First original pink garage. It's got to be that Racing Rivals thing.
Ah, all right. Tell you what, after the live stream, we'll get together. I'll get your information, all the details, and I'll make that happen. I'll stop by. I think I can stop by. I think I'll stop by and I'll see what they can do. Have it printed out.
Yeah, no rush. I appreciate it.
But you have to agree to one thing. You have to keep riding. No, that's going to sound bad. You have to keep. Can't keep on my ass. I don't know what the word is, but I'm a slacker. Okay, I'm an absolute. I'll be honest. I am the world's biggest slacker. So I say right now, yeah. I'll get you that T-shirt. I'll get you that T-shirt. You got to keep on me. You got to keep saying, hey, where's my T-shirt? Where's my T-shirt? Where's my T-shirt? Until that T-shirt arrives in your mailbox. All right?
All right, no problem. I'm the world's biggest snagger.
Good. So like once a day, once every other day, just say, hey, Pigpen, where's my damn shirt, you slacker? All right?
All right.
Because
Don't worry, I'll annoy him Frank so much that he'll get on you too.
good.
Yeah, it might just disappear.
So I'll get that out to you.
Thanks, Joe.
Thank you.
I wasn't talking to you, Frank.
Yeah, I know, but I appreciate it, man.
Unless I'll get. Oh, you know what? I'll get Pigpen the one and only boxer shorts, pink boxer shorts for you, Frank.
There you go. Nice. I'll make sure I send it to somebody in the community and have them send pictures.
Nice.
So about 7.0, when that comes out, you're in our chat now, Joe. So they're gonna be fucking alive and everything's gonna be going on. So
Awesome.
we got nothing to worry about. That's where I get most of my info. Those guys are fucking.
That's good because I'm telling you, when it comes to information, I'm slow. I'm behind the curve here. I've been in my own little world the last couple of weeks because it's just been like, all right, I'm waiting for 7.0. It's not here yet. I turf, and then it's like, I don't really do anything the rest of the week. And I hope that's the one thing I really, really hope changes when 7.0 comes back because when it comes back, when 7.0 drops, I love the fact that like back in the day, man, I would sit there and daydream about Racing Rivals all day long at work, all day long. The second I would walk into that door, man, I would fire up my iPad before I even went to the bathroom to take a leak. I'd fire up that iPad. I'd go take a leak. I'd grab something to drink, some chips. I'd go and I'd sit my ass down on the couch and I would turf or race in multiplayer lobbies if it was the week for until 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock at night. I'd have dinner. Then I'd jump back on the game and race some more. And I can't wait. I hope that comes back.
I tell you what, Joe, this turf was really exciting. Just seeing a lot of old faces because I guess a lot of people heard last turf to 6.5 and they come out. So you've seen a lot of old faces in tracks, and that was nice. I liked that.
And I gotta say, the events helped a lot too.
I like the events a lot.
Oh, freaking A, dude. The events were probably the top 3 events that I just love them. Top 3 events. There was Euro, there was JDM, and there was USA or US only cars, which you can't get any better than those. The only other event that I think you can get that's better is maybe like a Turbo or an Any.
I have a question for Chad Lamo.
Yeah.
Were you added to our chat, because I know you searched for us this week. If not, you got to see me on Facebook.
Excuse me. I know, Chad. Are you in the chat? Oh my gosh, guys, I've been opening crates almost nonstop.
You're almost halfway there though.
69, Craig's favorite number. So, anyways,
He got banned from something, I don't know. Jersey Kid says he got banned. What did you get banned for, Jersey Kid? What'd you do?
Joe, I take him.
See me on Facebook, chat. I'll add you. You must not be in there if you don't know what I'm talking about.
Yeah. Curious, what Jersey Kid get banned for? Speak up, Jersey Kid. I'm curious. I want to know. So what are the reasons what are the reasons people get banned? Transferring too many cars or money? No.
Cheating and turf. I like when they ban people for cheating and turf, Joe. I fucking love that. I don't care who you are. I don't care how you got caught. I hope they fucking remove every car from your garage because you've been fucking legit people that have been racing this game for so many goddamn years. You should be fucking ashamed of yourself. That's sorry to cut you off.
Well,
There's got to be more to that because people think 100 cars in a row they don't get banned. You had to do something.
right.
Yeah, that doesn't sound right.
I'll tell you.
Unless he was buying them from GG users.
Yeah, so let's get to the bottom of this. Jersey Kid, first of all, were you in turf? Were you in multiplayer lobbies? Were you joining a friend? Were you buying cars? Were you trading cars? Were you racing your own IP? Another account on the same IP address? Where? What was going on, man? I want to know.
And
What's up, Chad?
Did you send in a ticket, and are you banned or are you suspended? Because there's a big difference.
Good point.
Were you thinking like another account you had?
He pinked.
In multi-lobby, I don't know.
I've never
been banned, and I bought mills, I bought cars, I traded cars with myself, I moved cars, I moved money, I've done everything that there is that you could possibly do legit. And I've never been banned.
No, I've never been banned either because I've raced in multiplayer lobbies and done nothing but Pinks races, probably 20 of them, because I would not race unless it was a Pinks race. If somebody challenged me, I'd raise Pinks, and that's it. 20 times in a row. Easy. And I never got banned. So there's something else going
I never
on.
got banned either. I've been doing this a long ass time also, and I've never got banned. So that's why I say if people are getting banned because of cheating and turf, good for you. I hope you learned your lesson.
Jesus, Dave. Wow.
Holy shit, Dave's been banned 100 plus times. What the fuck, Dave? They must have a copy and paste message for him.
I know. Just copy paste. Dave, your account has been banned. Permanent. No chance of ever being unbanned, ever. Never. I know, Dave. We all know. I just think it's freaking funny. 100 plus accounts. I'll tell you, I'm
still waiting for Dave to help me out with the bank job.
Bank job?
Yeah. After that, anybody wants to find me, I'll be in the Bahamas being a taxi driver.
Taxi driver, yeah. I've had 2 accounts banned. You ever been banned, Frank?
Never, not once. I've never been banned. It's funny because I used to send them a lot of mass messages. Like if I got sent out of the car, I would write like a paragraph with probably like 30 curse words and like, yo, fuck you guys, I paid money for this, I got fucking cheated. I don't care if I lose if I'm not cheated, but what the fuck, you guys are causing the fucking problem. And I almost asked to see them when I was in Carbonated. But I felt like that
they might have been like,
we
yeah.
just skipped over them. You know what I'm saying? So
Second,
I didn't even bring it up.
they would have second guessed their choice to bring you there.
Yeah, they'd have been like, hey, guess what? We got a ticket for you to go home in an hour. I kept talking to Jeff about that before I went. I'm like, Jeff, if I go there and they decide I'm an asshole, can they revoke my ticket home? And he's like, no, don't worry, you're good. You don't have to worry about that. And I'm like, oh.
What I said was just shut the hell up and listen.
Yeah. Well, that was when we were there.
Yeah. Frank?
We were there, but I'm talking about before we went. I never even met Jeff yet. We really didn't talk too much. Of course, I've seen him on Facebook and stuff, and in races. We've raced a million times. But once I found out he was going too, I was like, oh shit, I got to talk to him before we go. So he was kind of like, anything I had, he had an answer. So that was all. Good looking, Jeff.
They're like,
I try, buddy. I try to do that.
Frank?
Keep it real, man. Keep it real. Hello there. I had some beer.
Yeah.
No, I don't drink beer, man. I was drinking whiskey. Sorry, but.
How about at the airport at fucking 6 in the morning?
I did have a beer at 6 in the morning.
Whatever the fuck it was. Oh my god.
Yo, Frank.
Yeah.
Where do you live? Where are you located?
I'm in New Jersey.
Oh, that's
New Jersey. That's
New
where I'm at.
Jersey. That's not too far away.
No, it's not. I think we're like a couple hours.
How far from New York City are you?
Oh, I could be in Times Square in 20 minutes.
Oh shit! So you're like right over the whatever you call it, the bay or the river or
Bridge, yep.
right? Okay.
I'm right there.
Shit, man. You know what's funny is like, okay, so I took a trip. I flew over to Europe, and I met a good buddy
Oh
who.
shit, that's awesome.
Well, I met a good buddy that I knew in the game. He's from Denmark, and
Cool.
I met him through Racing Rivals. That's the only way I ever met him. I flew to London. He flew from Copenhagen, Denmark, met me in London. We freaking had some beers outside of Big Ben.
That's awesome.
So, and then later on here, in 2 or 3 weeks, 3 weeks from now, I'm taking a trip to Canada. I'm meeting Sticky Ricky. He's up there.
Oh, yeah, I remember hearing you say that on your stream. That's going to be fucking awesome.
Yep, I'm going to go up there and meet Sticky Ricky, who I've met through the game as well. We're going to have some beers. He's going to...
Holy shit. Great studio in the house. I'm like 5 minutes from it.
And James, Mr. Last Set Caricato is up there. He might, depending on his schedule, we might meet up. So maybe some other time, man, I'll freaking take a trip down to New York City.
Me and Crystal have to go up in your area one day because we've never been up that way.
Oh, dude, it's freaking amazing, dude.
Somewhere over there.
Dude, okay. First of all, are you a baseball fan, Frank?
I love the Mets, Joe.
Okay.
We've already been through this.
Okay, now I just wanted to double check. You're good. You're good. Okay, as long as you're a Mets fan, you're good.
Yeah. An enemy of my enemy is a friend, right?
Exactly. Exactly. So you're good, man. You'd be well accepted.
I'm not sure when, but I know I get my vacation time back in July. And I'm definitely thinking about going up north in the summer because I can deal with the cold, but why? Like I want to go fishing out there and shit.
Yeah.
So I think it would be cool to be on the whiskey show because I could fucking drink whiskey forever.
Dude, okay. All right.
It would be an awesome stream.
All right, we have okay. So
whiskey show.
this is in the works now. Okay, there's no backing out. There's no backing out now because
we wanted to meet at a bar. I think that would be badass too. Like somewhere in the middle.
dude, there's no backing out now. You're in. This is happening. This is going down. This.
No.
What's that?
Oh, there you go. Now I hear you.
Oh, was my thumb over the microphone? Maybe.
Maybe. There you go.
How about now? Can you hear me?
Yes. Yeah. I hear you now.
I don't know what was. Maybe I had my thumb over the microphone at some point somewhere. I don't know, but this is going down, dude. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. You're not going to get out of this one now. We're meeting up at some point in time.
Down,
We're.
You know what else? Jeff should make the way he's been meeting us too. That would be awesome.
Jeff's only in the Midwest.
Yeah, I could make that trip.
Yeah, that was fun, man.
It's only like 900 miles.
But I told Jeff when I first shook his hand, I felt lightning strike. I swear.
Nice.
Me and Jeff take over the world.
There you go. Some diabolical scheming going on.
Fuck yeah.
It's great.
All right,
You
so
didn't even talk about me like that, Jeff.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it was pretty cool, man. I remember I went down at the airport and I was the last one to arrive, and I went down and I was looking for CJ, and I never knew what he looked like until that morning he posted a picture of himself at the airport, and I seen his reflection. Dude's like 8 foot tall, red hair. So I looked for an 8 foot tall red hair dude, and there he was. And he was like, Jeff? And I'm like, yep. Shook hands, and the way we went, we headed to the hotel, and when we walked in the lobby, there was Daniel, Frank, and Sesko. And it was like when we walked up to those guys, it was like I'd known those dudes forever. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
It was really cool, man. It was
dude,
neat.
it is a great feeling to like meet these people in real
it's
life.
You say that you met somebody, Joe, because I've met a couple people too.
Oh yeah?
Besides going out to Carpet, I've met a couple people through the game that's raced with us. It's actually fun. We usually have a couple years. But when we were out in when I went to California, like I smoked a lot of weed. It's like 420 every day, I swear. So for me to go out there, like I want to smoke weed, you know what I'm saying? So one of my guys lived in the area. He brought me everything I needed, and he partied with us too. It was fucking awesome. Remember that, Jeff? That was fun.
Yeah.
That spot.
Yep.
Yes, sir.
Nice.
For
So
the record, I do not smoke.
Yeah, he doesn't.
Crystal's a big drinker.
I love vodka.
Oh, see, we can get along. We could get along. Well, so I just read a question here. Rect wants to know what's going to be new in 7.0. So let's kind of move back to 7.0. Everything's Rect. Everything's going to be different. The game will not be the same as it is now. I can't even. Where do we even start, Jeff? Like,
Well,
where?
I think the best thing to start with is to say that the tracks in the cities and TAC and everything that we know as far as racing will be the same.
Okay.
Everything else will be different.
Yeah, it's like riding a bike.
No showroom. You have to earn all your cars.
Mm-hmm.
There will be a section called collections and collectibles. So like say you're steadily earning cars or earning badges, or you're earning paints or glows or headlights. These will all go into your collections, and then you can turn those collections into collectibles, and those collectibles will earn you higher class cars or rare paints or rare wheels or whatever. So that's an added bonus to the whole scheme of things. There'll be a daily warm-up, kind of like what we have now, but different. There'll be different live events in every city. You'll have Tuner Challenge probably in every city. Tuner Challenge is you're tuning your cars, you're going to tune them anyway. You might as well make some coin and some gems and some other crates while you're doing it. It's all part of it. It's all different. You'll have a Cardex. You'll have
the Cardex.
A city. You can go directly to those cities. Navigation will be a little bit tough until we get used to it. I'll get everybody that right now. It's very, very hard to get used to, but once you do, I mean, it'll be easy.
Okay. Well, let me jump in real quick. Juan's got a really good question here, okay? And I want to hear your guys' opinion because I think I know the answer, but that's just my opinion. So he wants to know, do you think that with this new update, people like him that get 20 to 30K in Turf Wars will have a better chance of joining a team like Stage 3 Motors or Out of Service?
My answer would be My answer would probably be yes, because there would be no more single person 300, 500K. Okay, your team is going to be hard pressed to get 100K in a weekend, or maybe 100K in an event. You might get 300K in the weekend, and that's top teams. So, minimums are going to be different. I don't think there really be a minimum because your team will be set. Everybody will know what you're going for. The most important part for a team leader to take a guy that's making 20 to 30K is to bring him on and see what he can do. If you're not going to make the cut, we'll know right away. But team leaders are going to have to keep their shit together. I mean, you're going to have to know what cities you're going to run in, what perks you're going to go after, you're going to have to keep your eye on what the high teams, the big teams are running.
I think it's going to be cool because
run against them or run away from them.
Well, I think it's going to be good because you're going to have
team leader already has a lot of stuff going on in 6.5 and 7.0 is going to be.
Well, that's it. 7.0. Now they have to have a.
To answer that question, yes, I think that you would have a chance, but most likely those teams are going to be filled right away with the hitters.
Yeah.
But if you're willing to step up and produce, then yeah, I think that anybody can be on any team.
Well, I think
that's how it is nowadays. I mean, anybody that wants to race with us can. You got to be legit. You got to be able to put in the time. And if you don't know what you're doing, there's a lot of times where we help you figure out what to do to help us. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I think a lot of teams are like that. So
absolutely.
I wanna see what's up with Smith Killer, all this 7.0 bullshit. What's that?
What's this?
It's in the title, 7.0. What's he doing here if he doesn't want to see what's going on with 7.0? Weird. Haters gonna hate.
Well, it's just time your mouth then.
Stage 3 for life. See that? So.
He's gone.
But my opinion is pretty. My opinion's pretty similar, pretty on par, right there with yours, Jeff. Like, I think it's gonna really level the playing field. It's so new. 7.0 is gonna be so new for everybody. You're not gonna have a garage. You're not gonna have all of these weapons. You're not gonna be just crushing the competition. It's gonna be so much more close, and which allows for the new player to get his roots in, because before, it was just unfair. A new person would start playing, and you would just automatically get crushed, just dominated and turfed by us, veterans that have been playing for a few years. But now the playing field's level, and this gives like the new player opportunities.
At a level playing level, that all the fundamentals are the same in racing. So all the beasts, all the monsters that know how to do this and know how to fucking run awesome times, they're still going to kill it, because the new guys are still going to have to figure that out. Where all the veterans, they already got that shit in their pocket. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's where it's going to show in the points, I think, on who's winning and who's losing these multi-city turf wars.
Yeah.
Holy crap.
We did a simulation, and while we were there, it was the Forgotten Again Stage 3.
Yeah, that was cool. We got both our names on the board. That was awesome.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. And basically the way that I'll say they drew it up was that, these guys ran in this city, and then he had 4 guys out of the 20 run in this city. Those points were added to these points as collection points. The turf format is different, so it was different, but each day is a different. Oh shoot, I can't even think of the words. I want to call it an event, but it's an event, but it's something else. So anyway,
it's a season. I think they called it a season.
No, not. It's shit. Let me Google. No, not Google.
You gotta
Let me
open
look
up
at
that
my notes.
notebook. I know you wrote.
I gotta look at my notes.
We know Jeff took notes.
Yeah, no, he did. He took a lot of.
I
Good
know.
notes, I tell you. I was like, good job, man. That's a good one.
I would have been like, nah, I'll remember it. I'll remember
Yeah,
that.
yeah,
And then I would have been
he
like,
was letting me cheat off his notes, right, Jeff?
Yeah.
I would have been like, nah, I'll remember. And then like a day later or 5 minutes later, I would have been like, oh, what'd you just say? What's my name? Huh? I don't know.
Right, Jax? You should have told him to show you the money.
Yeah.
Asho, the
Yeah.
Speed King, is here. The Beast. That
Oh
motherfucker got
my
a million.
goodness.
He
Asho.
got a 500,000 points this week. Nice
Asho.
job, Asho. It's Frank the Tank, buddy. Great
Asho.
job this week, you savage. Yes, sir, it is. How's it going, buddy?
With his 550,701 points.
Bang.
I think that's what it was. Hold on. I'll
That's
check.
how you do it.
I'll
That's
check.
how you do it.
I will check here. Where are we at? Where are we at? Down here. Asho. 555,701 points.
Fuck yeah. Look at me up there. I'm on top. I love that. I love that they put the leader on top.
Look at that. Frank the Tank, Mud Freak, Stage 3 Prospect, who is here in the live chat with us.
Yeah, Josh.
Fuck all scammers.
All right. I have it. Are you ready for this?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I knew you had it. See? I knew it.
Yeah, I take notes.
Fuck yeah, you do.
Okay, so each day that we race in turf is called a challenge. At the end of 3 challenges is a turf war. After so many turf wars, 4 turf wars is a world tour, and 4 world tours is a season.
Jesus. I can't remember that. I'm too
And
stupid.
that's back a couple months, though, so they might have tweaked it a little.
Right. So
Yeah, it could be.
say this again, because like I said, I'm
That
too.
was the example that they showed me and Jeff when they were putting our team names on the board and shit.
So say this again there, Jeff, because I'm too stupid. Say it again.
Okay, so each day that we race,
Each day.
there's 3 or 4 days, 3 days,
Mm-hmm.
Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Those are called challenges.
Okay.
3 challenges equals a turf war.
Okay. So that's still pretty
Okay.
much the same, except for instead of
Right.
an event, it's a challenge. But the 3
Right.
challenges, that's a turf war, which is similar
Yeah.
right now. Turf war, okay.
There will be 4 turf wars to comprise a world tour.
Ah, so each month is a world tour, basically, in and out, roughly.
Correct.
There it is, yep.
Okay.
So then for each 4 world tours makes up a season.
I hate that word tour. I cannot pronounce it.
Tour.
Tour. Is it tour?
And-
Tour?
And what's cool about the new turf is that every individual player gets to spend their winnings how they want. So, like,
Oh, that's right.
if there's been plenty of times where we're killing it winning a wrap, and then guys start arguing. Oh my God, I don't want this fucking ugly wrap. I want to unwrap the car. Fuck this. I don't want to race no more. You guys are fucking killing me. And now that solves that problem. So I think that's gonna be fun.
So it's a lot more customizable then. You take your points or whatever and allocate them, and you want wheels or you want paint or.
And it gives the new guys a chance to get like better stuff because they can just keep saving their tokens or whatever they're going to call them
Mm-hmm.
until they have enough to get a really nice prize. So it might take them a little longer, and they might have to work a little harder if they're not that good at the game yet.
Mm-hmm.
But they can get what everybody's getting. So that's
One thing that people forget too, that was in right here with my notes, is I could be on my team, doing my thing, and watching my guys' points. And if I feel like it, I can go look at CJ's points. I can look at Frank's points. I can look at Joe's points. I can look at Mr. Banana's points. I can go look at anyone's points I want.
Wait, you want to look at Mr. Banana's what?
my God.
His radish.
Hmm.
Oh my God.
That's a fact.
So I just opened up 175 turf crates, man.
Monster. Oh my gosh.
Being able to do that will let you basically try to recruit people. I'll be like, dang, look, Frank's high guy, man. Look at him. He's killing it every week. I'm watching this guy.
Yeah, I
I'm
want to
gonna
race
offer
with
him.
that guy.
I'm gonna offer him shit. I'm gonna
Mhm.
offer him shit and steal it.
Hey, all my guys are free to come and go if they please, man. I don't mind.
No, I don't do that because I don't like it when it's done to me.
Yeah, I just if somebody wants to race, they usually just end up there.
All right. So now I'm on to the gold crates. I don't have too many of these. I think I opened them up back a couple of weeks, months ago, something
I
like
like
that.
the gold crates. The gold crates are good.
Oh, that's right, I did. I like it because they had the McLarens in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I won a pretty cool one of those in S class with a Viper GTS. That was
shit.
that was a good win.
That's always a good win. Hell yeah.
So I kept it because those fuckers are fast. But that's
Hey, I need
like going up against those suicide races because they fuck up sometimes.
That's right.
Yeah.
I'm telling you,
I need
those are my favorite types of races. When you go up against somebody you have no business going up against. You know in 9 out of 10 times you're gonna lose. But I love it. I love it. I
Yeah.
love that.
Yeah, and it's like, come on, fuck up.
I mean, even if you have like the best race you've ever had, you know chances are you're gonna lose. But
you know what else I noticed, Joe, is that in the past couple turfs, if there was like a really badass car in the lobby,
yep.
and they were pinking and they were staying there for a while, I think some of those guys would keep because every time I raced them, I had some fishy shit go on, and they were always in that nice ass car. So I think sometimes you got to watch out. That's like a trap, you know?
Yeah. Like, where was it? I took a screenshot. I didn't take too many screenshots this week, and I had to put it up because I got some other pictures in here.
I want to say to Juan, he says, thank you all for answering my question. I've been in this game for a long time, like 3 years, but I've always played in multiplayer, and when I took turf seriously, I started my own team, but never got a car. There are thousands of people just like him, maybe more than that, hundreds of thousands of people that play the game that don't turf. They're not a part of the Facebook community. That people we don't even know. I mean, that do that, and you know, I wish he would have been here last week. I'd put him on my team. We gave him a top 10 this week.
Check out this race. I threw this up here just because. This was probably the highlight of this week's turf. Look at this guy.
Nice car. Oh, that's a good win.
That's the one. That was a nice win right there. I was like, holy crap, man.
That's
Both
nice
of us.
time, too.
I know.
Holy shit, that's fast.
And I was like, I had to go, like, I was either going to foul or perfect on this race because I was like, I got to give it everything because this Enzo's going to just give me a run for my money. He was a little sluggish at a 6.796. But in all reality, that's probably pretty good to win most of the races. You know, I just gave it my all this race, and I was like, bam, I got that. I won that car. I was like, oh my gosh, man, that was just a badass race right there. Right there, stage 3 motors.
Yeah, that's one of them races when you start hooting and hollering when you win that motherfucker.
Oh my gosh, yeah. So.
Yeah, that was a good win for sure.
Nice, I love that name.
Oh yeah. So. But I just had to show off that because that was probably my best win of the day. Just like, damn, that was just a badass race. I loved it. So, all right, bronze crates, man. What's in the bronze crates? Anything good?
Junk.
Yeah, we got the Scion TC, which, and some paints and wheels. You know, nothing too glamorous.
I like that Scion TC, the B class. That's nice.
Yeah, I like it. Some of these other cars, though.
There you go, boom.
What's that?
You got one.
So let's see.
We got a blueprint of it.
Yeah, I got one. We'll see if we. I bet you, I should be able to complete at least one with 79 prints.
Holy shit! 79 bronze crates.
Dude, I just
how
on this.
How long have you been stacking up all these crates?
A while, like this. I just race turf on this account. This is like one of my accounts. I just I just race turf, and I just haven't collected any of these tokens or crates.
I always just burn them as soon as I get them.
You know,
I've always just done that.
You know what it was is I'm a pack rat when it comes to like
but
games
then,
like this.
you know, down the line, I think people saved them for certain spots, got better things.
Yeah.
And I thought to myself, oh shit, maybe I should have did that. But I don't know.
I'm just a pack rat. Like I'll get these, and I'm like, oh, I'll save them up, and I'll see what next. I'll see when they refresh the crates. If there's a really good car, I'll get it. And there were like they did a pretty good job of mixing up. There's always that one or two good cars, and then there's three cars that are just like they're just throwaway cars. So I was like, nah, you know what? I'll wait. And then
Those? Which one? I don't like them.
which one?
Oh, I like them. I think they look cool.
We're not on video.
No.
Yeah, we are, Crystal. We're on video. Put those pants back on, or not.
I kind of can't hear Joe. I don't think I hear him, but he's a little.
I don't hear him. He's muffled.
And how about now?
You're low.
That's better.
Oh, can you guys hear me now?
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
What the hell? Where's the microphone on this thing? I think I was covering it up or something. I don't get it.
That's all right. I started to stream earlier, and I was fucking around with it because I'm pretty new to it.
Yeah.
And I ended up, it was making some weird ass noise. And I didn't realize until like 2 minutes in. I was like, all right, goodbye. Thanks for doing this. I was like, I'll fuck with this shit later.
I've been doing that for a while, man. I've been streaming for a while, and I still do shit like that all the time. Like,
Oh yeah.
I have like 10 or 12 different steps because you got the intro, you got this, you got that. I got to take the microphones off of mute. I got to put this up and the thumbnail. And
Yeah,
then
you make it look easy. I'll tell you, Joe. It's very confusing.
it is extremely confusing, man. And like, just to get the shit. So I'm sitting there and like, there have been times like
Chad knows what I'm talking about.
2-3 minutes into the live stream, I see the chat and they're like, we can't hear you. And I'm like, oh, damn it. I forgot to take the microphone off you. So here's me going, yeah, jumping around and acting like an idiot. And nobody can hear me. It's funny, man.
Yeah, I was fucking with it for probably like a good hour, and I was like, okay, I think this is pretty cool. I think I got it.
Uh-huh.
And then I was doing my thing, and then I'm like, nobody can hear me. I'm like, you know what? Fuck this. All right, goodbye.
Shit, man.
That was enough.
All right. Well, holy crap, man. It's already after 11.
Yeah, it is.
My gosh. All right. We got still 41 people watching. That's awesome.
What are you guys doing? Nobody wants Memorial Day weekend to end.
I know.
This is the last lifeline of Memorial Day weekend.
So the Golden Mods, man. If that's the Golden Mods, he sent me a message on Instagram. Yes. 7.0 is coming out pretty damn soon, man. It's like, I'm going to say within a week. It's probably, according to Jeff, and we're going to quote Jeff. Jeff, we're quoting you. No, don't quote Jeff, but according to Jeff, chances are it's not going to be tomorrow, although there could be a slim chance that it is. But chances are it's not tomorrow. Now, as the week progresses, the chances get higher and higher that it will be updated. So tomorrow's Tuesday, slim chance, but there is a chance. This is like a weatherman. There's a 3% chance tomorrow.
Yeah, that's a shift in the winds. One more month.
What they also said that is vital to know is they're going to do it late night. Okay, first of all, they're in Cali, so they're 3 hours
Okay.
behind us. Okay, so it's 11 here, it's 8 o'clock there.
Mm-hmm.
So, and they're talking about doing it at like 2 o'clock their time, a.m. That'd be 5 a.m. our time.
I'll be at
Or,
work.
you know what I'm saying? So it'll be late night where they're not interrupting very many people, although, there'll be, the other side of the world will be racing. It's just, but they said they do it late night, so it's not that big of an interruption.
Okay.
And they also mentioned, Colby had mentioned maybe possibly going live on Twitch and doing it there so that everybody can watch while it happened. But
Oh, wow.
I don't know if that's going to happen, but that'd be really cool if they did that.
You know what's weird? And this is a little off topic. We'll get right back to that. But I just got a car. But I'm sorry. Bronze Crate exclusive. There it is. This one doesn't require blueprints. So that's what I just got. I was like, wait a minute. They all require blueprints. But I just got a car. So I just got this. So anyways, basically what you're telling me, I'm going to work tomorrow. I'm bringing my iPad each and every day to work. And that way, I'm going to check every morning, every hour to see if that's live, download it so I can be the first to jump on. And I don't care. I'll just start racing while I'm at work on the clock. I don't care.
Paid to play.
I don't care. That's what I'll do. I'm going to bring my iPad to work every day. That way, when it goes live, I have my iPad. I can download it and get going. What's up, Crystal?
What's up?
We just wanted to say hi.
She said, I can't stop playing this game. And I said, yeah, me too.
You know what it is? I was trying to get free gems with Racing Rivals, and I got stuck downloading Blades of Battle. And it gave me like 900 gems when I got to like level 10. And now I can't stop playing the game. I have no idea what the hell I'm doing. But I'm somehow like number 7 in the world. And my whole alliance loves me. And I'm like, dude, I don't know what I'm doing.
Hey.
And every time I try to quit, I have like 2,000 free items. And I'm just doing better and better. So I can't quit the game.
You know,
But
that'd be...
I named my person on the game Stage 3 Motors. This is Frank. So I've been like telling them to join.
Look at you.
Everybody wants their own Stage 3 Motors.
There you go. What's the name Stage 3 Motors, by the way? How'd you get that name?
I just made it up. I don't know.
So, is Stage 3 better than Stage 2 Motors or Stage 4?
Well, Stage 3 was the first one I made. It was pretty much, there was 3 stages of tuning your car. So, stage and then, motors. I work with a lot of motors and gears and shit. Very mechanically inclined. I could weld a dick on a snowman. So, I don't know. I just made it up.
There you go. You heard it from Frank himself. He has done it before. He has welded a dick on a snowman.
With my eyes closed.
Just by using his hands and his mouth.
Oh, that's dirty. I'll tell you, man, I'm like a wizard when it comes to steel.
Shit. So you're a welder. You're a handyman. You're a mechanic.
I'm
you're
operating engineer. That's my title. Operating engineer.
Nice. Do you do both TIG and MIG welding, or?
Oh yeah, I do it all, man. MIG, TIG, stick, plasma, air arc. I can solder.
No shit.
Nothing. Yeah, man. I run a lot of heavy machinery. I rebuild a lot of heavy machinery. I fix and maintain asphalt plants, concrete plants, mills, shit like that.
No shit.
It's hard work, but the summer's good for me because when all the plants are running, I'm on standby, and usually I make sure they're ready to go, so they're not breaking down or not.
No shit. Well, Frank, and I'll tell Jeff and Crystal, you as well. If you guys ever make it up here north, far north of in the snow-capped mountains that we have, if you ever make it far north up here,
I like snowboarding, Joe. I can snowboard.
Dude, I'm minutes away from probably 6 different ski resorts.
I've never went skiing. I never went skiing.
Skiing is, I hate skiing. I went skiing.
I've never went skiing either, but I can snowboard.
Snowboarding is okay, but I tried skiing 2 years ago, man. It was the worst thing ever. My stomach, my core hurt for at least 2 months. I don't know if I'm that out of shape or if it just sucks that bad, but it was horrible.
Hey Joe, did you see that video of the ski lift that went fucking haywire?
Yes, tell me that was not just crazy.
I couldn't fucking believe it because I was like smoking a blunt on the way up there, And I couldn't imagine if that started happening.
Dude,
I'd be like, yo, this is some really good shit. Is this really going on? Or
these people were coming down the mountain and I don't know what the hell, how fast they were going, but people were yelling, jump, jump. What do you do if you're going down the mountain and people are telling you to jump? Do you listen to them?
None of those people there could have just shut the power off. What the fuck were they doing?
I don't know.
There's got to be an emergency switch on.
Absolutely. There's always an emergency shut off.
And people are flying off left and right like
Dude, it was
I swear to God, I
great.
seen that in the cartoon when I was younger.
Surreal. Cheers to 7.0, my man. Surreal, thank you.
Yeah, that's what's up.
Yeah. That is awesome. Cheers to 7.0. According to Surreal, tomorrow we have a 3% chance of update. Wednesday, there's a 10% update chance. Thursday, we jump up to a 50% chance of update. Friday, we're up to 89%. And then Monday, we're at a 99%.
No, I don't think they said they're gonna. I think they said they won't release it on a Monday, right, Jeff?
Yeah, Monday. It'll be Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday.
So I'm thinking next Tuesday. That's
Oh.
what I'm gonna. That's where I would put my money on.
I don't know if I believe you, Joe. You sound like a weatherman.
I know. Who believes those guys anyway?
She must have missed that part.
I wouldn't believe the weatherman. I trust him as far as I can throw him.
Yeah.
No way. Those guys don't tell the truth. 3%.
No, they don't.
No.
They're worse than politicians.
They're right up there with politicians. I think at least weathermen believe their own lies. Politicians don't give a shit.
Yeah, I wish I was a weatherman. Yeah, it's gonna rain. No, my bad.
It didn't rain. All right. So, my God, I still have 35 more crates. We're running out of time, guys. I would love to stay here and chat all night, but, you know, as things are, we're all out of time. So, damn. We still have 40 viewers. I hate to cut it short.
How do you shut down the screen when you got so many people
I
watching?
can't.
How do you leave us like that? That's not right.
No, I can't.
That's
not
it,
right.
Get a Red Bull.
All right. So I did sleep in a little late. I'm trying to justify staying up past my bedtime.
Yeah, I will.
I'll let you guys know right now that I'm old and I'm going to bed. Nice talking to you. It's good to have all the viewers. Appreciate you coming out. Like, subscribe, and support us every week.
Absolutely. Jeff?
Have a good night, Jeff.
All right, good night, Jeff.
Jeff, thanks a
guys.
lot. It's always a pleasure, and I'll get with you. We'll talk a little bit on Facebook later about what we're going to do for the next couple of weeks when there's no turf. We'll figure it out. But guys, big round of applause, thumbs up, high five to my man Jeff Fiesel. Thank you, Jeff.
Sure, man. All right. Yep. See you guys, and hey,
We'll see ya.
Frank, calm it down a little bit, buddy. You don't want to get this R-rated into like a triple X or something.
You see, that's the problem. I don't really know the rules about what I'm allowed to say and stuff.
Well,
For the record, Jeff, he always tells me, like, after you guys laugh off and stuff, he's always like, I curse so much and I don't mean to. Unfortunately, it's a Jersey thing. I have a mouth on me, too. It's terrible.
I mean, I don't know. This is just how I am. I work in an environment where hey, jerk off, what are you doing? You know, get over here and fucking grease that bearing. You know.
that's just the way it is. Now, I don't mind, guys. I'm beyond the point of caring. Like, if I get a strike against me on YouTube for foul language, so be it. What are they going to do? Shut me down? Shut little old Pigpen down because of some foul language?
I don't think they check anyway.
Nah. And if they do, the worst that'll happen, they'll say, hey, you're not good for advertisers.
And then we'll just make another account.
Yeah. So I don't think there's a big deal.
Joe, what's the best thing you ever cracked out of one of them crates?
Tonight?
No, ever.
Ever. Out of these crates? Back in the day, let's see, there's a couple, man. There's, which one was it? The Lamborghini Huracan Super Trofeo. That was the gray one with the red trim. That was a pretty badass Lambo to get at the time. Now they're all over the place, but at the time, that was a pretty badass one. And it cost a shit ton. They were in the gold crates, and I must have opened up 30 or 40 crates to get that damn thing.
No shit. Yeah, that's a pretty nice car.
And then, but the thing I hated about it, and I know they like to switch it up because you don't want every car to be able to be dropped. You want some that maybe people who tap, give them the advantage. But it was one that had a very, very early drop, like before the launch button comes on. You know, that early.
Yeah. Some of those cars, like the Mercy.
Yes.
I just tap that car because it depends on the car. I'll tap or I'll drop.
Yeah, you have to. There's no way to drop it. Like I've come up.
It's just so little room for error. You look away real quick and where they fuck with the lights.
Oh yeah.
It really fucks you up.
No doubt. So I got one of those. I'm trying to think of some other cars. But Jeff, you still there?
He went to bed.
Oh, he did. Okay, I wasn't sure if he left or not because we were talking, then we got sidetracked. But guys, that was Jeff Feasel. He's here every Monday. We'll be back next Monday. I don't know what we're going to talk about. Probably 7.0 because there's not going to be turf. So Crystal and Frank, if you guys want to come back next Monday and chat,
fuck yeah, that'll be awesome.
or actually even, you know what? Even still, maybe 7.0 drops this week, and I'm going to be live streaming my first, unless I'm at work. Unless I'm at work and 7.0 drops, I'm going to be live streaming my first impression of 7.0. I'll get it live. We'll just show it all right here. If I live stream again, you guys are definitely welcome to join. Tell me your opinions and
yeah, I'm down.
All sorts of stuff.
Just let me know. I'm always down, Joe. I appreciate it.
Oh no problem, man. I love having you here. You know, you liven it up with your colorful language.
Thanks. So what did you think of the team, Joe? You know, I got to tell you, it's not for everybody. Some people jump in the chats. The chat I put you in, and they just don't like that stuff. I mean, and then some other people that get in there, and like you're a good racer, but some of these racers are good, and they get in there and they just start talking shit to them. Like it's like who's the alpha male type of deal. You know what I'm saying?
I'll tell you, to be honest with you, 100% honest, and I hate to say this, because I'm just a small YouTube channel, okay? Honestly, I'm just a small YouTube channel. I play a video game. I talk with my friends. That's all I do. I love it. But to be honest with you, it's kind of ruined me for chat on Facebook and in these groups, because I log on to Facebook and I have 30 freaking notifications, whether it's a friend, somebody messaging me, like 5 people, 6, 10 people messaging me, whether it's I'm in a bunch of groups, people add me to groups, or just different notifications for like Drama House. I get on and sometimes there's 40 notifications just for Drama House. And it's kind of ruined me because I used to love to chat, like all day long. I would chat here, But like once you do the YouTube thing and like, you log on and it's kind of like overwhelming, man. You log on and I don't even know who to respond to. Like you send me a message.
Start at the top and work your way down.
I know, and when I have like 5 minutes on lunch break, and I just go through and read all the questions. You know, I'll read all the comments and read all the the messages and stuff. But I only have time to respond to like maybe 1 or 2 out of 20, and then I'm like, yeah, I'll get to them later, man. I get home from work and I'm just like totally assed out. I'm like so tired, and I'm like, and next thing I know, it's like 3 days later. I'm like, oh freaking hey, man, I forgot to send Frank. Frank sent a message the other day saying, hey, welcome to the team. So I got to go back 3 days worth of message. Frank, hey man, and I feel like a big bag of shit because I'm like,
because Joe, I get messages like that too. I know exactly what you're talking about, and the problem is like sometimes when you read a message, you don't know the answer yet. So you're like, okay, so let me think about that, and then I'll get back to it. And then that happens so many times, and you just get lost.
Exactly, you get sidetracked or somebody. And I honestly feel like a big bag of shit because I'm like, oh my goodness, man. I was like, Frank sent me a message the other day welcoming to the team. Stage 3 Motors welcome you, Pigpen, blah blah blah. And I'm like, yeah. And I meant to send something back, and then 3 days later, I feel like a freaking jackass going.
No, I didn't even. That just when I throw you in the chat, I gotta at least say something to you. You know what I mean? So that was just kind of letting you know I put you in the chat.
Yeah,
So,
but
I'm not in that chat. I used to be in that chat, and I would be up all night with the team while Frank was sleeping.
that sounds pretty good, doesn't it, Joe?
uh-huh.
That chat would blow up like you wouldn't believe all night.
It does, but that's what I love is like your chat is all like I go on and like seriously I'll log on and there's 20, 30 messages from that chat alone, meaning there's a lot of active players, there's a lot of conversation going on, a lot of joking, a lot of information. And it's good to have these groups that are so active. I love it. It's great.
Yeah, like I said, when 7.0 comes out, that's the place to be. If you need anything in there, that's my Cardex.
Good.
You know, I've been using that as a Cardex forever. A lot of people see me and I'm like, how do you do this? And they're like, you've been playing this game so many fucking years, you don't know how to run that card. I'm like, I don't remember because it's so easy for me to just be like, yo, how do I do this?
Yeah.
And bam, there it is. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's how I roll. Fuck it.
Absolutely, man. It's
No, I'm not.
all right, guys. Well, I guess I'll wrap this up in just a moment. I'm down to how many crates left? 5 crates. All right. So, I don't know. We got maybe like we'll go through like I don't know 11:30. So
There we go. All right.
And then there's always the after the live stream chat. We'll bullshit and talk about shit we can't talk on live stream and all that good stuff. And
Nice. All right.
that's where I let loose and start cussing.
Nice. So, I almost feel like I might be getting kicked out of the carbonated circle of trust soon.
Uh-oh.
Because I just feel like I annoy the shit out of them. And, I got a bad mouth too, you know what I mean? So I type the same way. I remember one day I'm like, one of the owners they were somewhere. And I was just thrown in the chat thing. And so I'm like, hey, I'm going to be down there, so-and-so. Are you going to be there? And he's like, no, I'm away. He was at like a game con, almost like a Comic Con.
Yep.
For video games, I guess.
Sure.
And I was like, oh, yo, that's awesome. Did they pay for you to go there? Like your job? And he was like, oh, no, I wish. So I said some stuff like, oh, them fuckers. And that's just how I am. I'm not like saying anything bad about them.
No, it's
but
just
the next thing I know, this guy's like, hey, you can't call us fuckers. I'm one of the founders of Carbonated. And I'm like getting lectured, and I'm like, oh God, I knew it. I was gonna, and it was like right when they threw me in there. So I was like, fuck, this is great.
Yeah, you just got to, I don't know, the way I see it is I've always been a gamer, and I try to honestly tone down my language for the live stream. I really do.
Okay.
But it slips out. And if I wasn't on live stream, man, every other word out of my mouth is F this, F that, suck this, suck that, eat this, eat that, whatever, That's just the way I talk. Like, Frank, I'm the same way, Frank. My work environment used to be, I was with a bunch of, like, the average was probably 40 to 50-year-old. I worked with older guys, and we were in a factory type manufacturing environment where it's just F this, F that all day long.
Yeah, that's how it is for me, man. 6 days a week.
And I really try to tone it down for live streaming because I don't know who's listening. There's young kids.
Yeah, that's true.
There's young kids listening. I don't want to be like, even though it happens. And lately I've been really just kind of relaxed and been like, screw it. You know what? I'm just going to be myself and talk this. And if people don't like me, then screw it. I don't really. I've never been one to really care.
2018. It's a different time now. I mean,
yeah.
Everybody acts like that, But if you've seen the Twitch episode that they announced the Players Council.
Yep.
And a lot of people are like, oh my God, you look so nervous, stuff like that.
It's because you were probably thinking like, what words do I know that aren't cuss words?
No, because they actually sat me down, Joe, and they were like, listen, you cannot curse. You cannot talk about this. You cannot talk about that. And I'm just like, so I was like, I had to actually think about what can I say? What can I say?
Yeah.
It was weird, but I thought it was pretty cool. I mean, definitely nerve wracking though.
No doubt.
I thought it was awesome because my guys those 4 weeks before before I was on that episode, I was like, they were like telling us to do stuff in their chat thing.
Uh-huh.
So I was like so busy, like getting this, getting that, and my points were such shit. I thought I was gonna lose my team. I mean,
Oh.
thank God I didn't. I mean, I was like, you know, I'm getting messages, they're all talking shit to me, and I'm just like, yo, what do you want me to do? I'm doing my best to fucking jerk off. You know?
Right. You can't tell them the whole situation, obviously.
Exactly.
Like, I'll tell you, it was crazy. Like, I was sitting there, and I swear, so it must have been like 45 minutes before Carbonator, to half an hour before Carbonator, maybe not even, but Carbonator was going live. And I remember sending you a freaking text message, or not a text, but a Facebook message going, hey, man.
I remember getting that message, and I'll tell you what happened on my end after you're done.
Okay, so I'm sitting there, I was like, hey, man, you want to go live? And, we'll talk after Carbonated. And you were like, basically, you said something like, I wish I could. I got some stuff going on or something. And I was like, yeah, okay, no problem, man. Like, listen, anytime, maybe another time. And it was just like, all right. So then I'm trying to get a few people together. Carbonated goes live. And all of a sudden, and I've never seen a picture. I don't think I've ever seen, I might have seen like maybe one picture of you.
I think I streamed with you once where the first time I streamed, I had the camera on.
Yes. And I think that's what it was, because I'm sitting there and I see you. I said, well, I didn't know it was you, but I see somebody sitting there with Carbonated. And the first thing first, I was looking, I was like, I've never seen this employee. I don't know is this like graphic design, the art department? Is this programming? Who is this guy? Like, who is their guest on this week?
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, boom, right there in the bottom left-hand corner, their little logo, it says Frank the Tank. And I go, are you fucking kidding me? Are you kidding me? Frank the Tank. And that fucking guy, that asshole, didn't tell me he was going to be on. And he didn't.
Joe, because what happened was, as soon as he sent me that text,
Uh-huh.
I was like, oh shit, Big Ben wants me to go live with him. Do you think I can get like an hour to hang out with Big Ben real quick? And they like just looked at me and they were like, no, you can't. What the fuck? And that's when I kind of was like, oh, sorry, Joe, I can't.
Right.
I got stuff going on, and they wouldn't let me do it because they were like, you're here with us.
Right.
Much.
I remember when I was there, it was this nonstop, boom, boom, boom. There's this, there's that, there's this, there's that.
Like a itinerary. So.
Yeah. So yeah, no, there's no way you can get time off to go, yeah, I want to live stream with Pigpen. That ain't happening. No, not today. I got that. I understand that. But yeah, no, I was just like, as soon as I saw Frank the Tank, the logo, boom, Frank the Tank in the bottom left-hand corner, I was like, are you freaking kidding me? And then they said Surreal before he actually came on. As soon as they said Surreal, I'm like, it was like the 1-2 gut punch. I was like, oh my God. I was like, two people. I get gut punched twice. Neither of these fools.
No gut punches.
No, I know. It's all good.
I remember when they asked me to come out there, I was having a fucking shitty day, man.
Yeah.
I remember working like a dog that day. I think it was pouring raining. I think I was arguing with fucking Crystal too, probably. And I don't know. And then they asked me, and I was like, "You're goddamn right, I'll come. Are you fucking kidding me?" So then they fucking faxed me legal shit.
Yep.
And I had to sign it saying I wasn't going to talk about it because then I would have gotten in trouble. They said so.
Yeah.
Shut up.
Yeah. Once they send you that NDA and you sign it, it's like locked in. You're like, can't tell anybody.
Yeah, and before they told me to sign it, they actually told me I could tell people within like a week. So I was like, yeah, fuck yeah, I can do this, no problem. And then it was like, well, it's going to be a couple more days. Maybe next week, maybe the next month. And then it's like, and then I'm just losing my fucking mind. And I'm like, how the fuck? I feel like I'm living a double life here, you know what I'm saying?
Right. You know there's this shit going on. You're like, I'm going to the freaking Players Council. I can't tell anybody for a few days. No problem. Then that few days pushes on to a few weeks.
And then it was soon.
Oh, I was mad as hell.
Soon.
I was mad as hell.
You were mad?
Oh,
yeah, she was pissed off at me. You're what? You going to California without me? Yes.
I was like, you can't fly me out?
Yeah, I was like, are you fucking crazy?
I want vacation.
Are you fucking crazy?
I was mad.
Oh my gosh.
But
pissed. She was like, if you go, I'm leaving you.
Yeah.
And I was like, see you later.
He did.
Like, what the fuck? This is like a once in a lifetime thing. How am I not gonna go? That's cool.
Wait. All right. So I got questions. But we'll talk about that later. All right, guys. So let's wrap this up. Frank, Crystal, Jeff was here with us earlier. Jeff Fiesel, aka Mr. Surreal. We got Frank the Tank here. We got Crystal. Crystal, which IGN do you use? Is it the garage one?
It is Mrs. Frank the Tank.
Ah, okay. So there you go. Is that a new IGN?
Nope, that's always been mine.
Okay. So, all right, guys. So there you go. We have Crystal. We got Frank the Tank with us. Jeff Fiesel was here earlier talking 7.0. It's going to be dropping in a few days. I'm going to be live streaming tomorrow as scheduled with my buddies Germ and Stu.
Nice. I like that show. That's an awesome show.
We're going to have
Please tell me
crazy.
that you guys found another horseradish seed because that shit was funny.
I'm still looking, man. I'm trying to find. Tomorrow is crazy bitch night. We're gonna be telling stories, crazy bitches from our past, all sorts of stuff.
Yeah, women are evil.
Yeah, we got some crazy stories. So that's gonna be the topic for tomorrow. I really hope 7.0 doesn't drop tomorrow because I want to live stream the second 7.0 comes out, and if it drops tomorrow, I won't be able to do that because I'll be live streaming with German Stu. But then I got Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, all weekend. I got next week. It's all open, so we're going to be doing a lot more Racing Rivals. As soon as 7.0 comes out, I'm going to be doing my first impression. Like, we're going to fire it up. You guys are going to see me play it for the first time. I'm going to start doing more perfect launch tutorials, anything. I'm going to try to go through a campaign, maybe do a campaign tutorial for new players. Just anything I can do. It's going to be a lot of fun. Dave, absolutely, you can join us. We'll talk about that. That'll be a good idea. The ankle bracelet. Yes, he was telling us that story. So, all right, guys. I'll see you tomorrow with an episode of Pigpen, Stu, and Germ. Frank, Crystal, thank you guys very much for hanging out and joining me this evening.
Yes,
All right. Hey,
And
thanks for having me, Joe. And shout out to all the community racers out there that stood legit this whole time with all these crazy fucking cheats going on. It's hard to stay honest when shit like that's going on. And shout out to you guys.
absolutely. Crystal, anybody you want to shout out?
just Stage 3 Motors, loyalty.
Fuck yeah. Joe's part of our team now.
Oh, nice.
Fuck yeah.
I'm still on the team. I didn't get booted.
I won't boo you.
All right, guys. Guys, stick around. I'm going to chat with you just a little bit after the live stream, guys. Thanks for joining. Pigpen, the one and only. Like, comment, subscribe. Turn those video notifications on so you never miss a video. Peace out, Cub Scout.